What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another review here on the channel, and today we're taking a look at the brand new biggest Lego set ever. This is the Eiffel Tower, coming out on Black Friday, November 25th. Today we are looking at this monstrous set. In fact, this set doesn't even stand up in my basement because of my low ceilings. This is the brand new biggest set ever, the Eiffel Tower, coming out this Black Friday, November 25th for $629.99 here in the US. And we're also going to be taking a look at the exclusive gift with purchase for those of you who do buy the Eiffel Tower set when it comes out as well. Now, I do want to give a huge thanks to Lego for providing everything for us to look at today. This was no easy feat. At 10,001 pieces, the Eiffel Tower is not only the biggest set, but also the tallest set ever, clocking in at just under 5 feet. Now, I guess if we're going off of technicalities, the world map is still the biggest because of pieces, but let's be honest, this is the new biggest and baddest set on the block. In terms of scale of me, this is how big it is, but like I said, this doesn't even actually stand on my table in my basement. This is a clip of me sitting next to it. I know I look like a bum. I had a full day of work, but gotta get that awesome scale for you guys. This is a monstrous set. Now, before we get into the set, talk a little bit about the box here. It's actually kind of the size of the Titanic box a little bit, but vertical. You have, of course, that 18+ adult background with the Eiffel Tower. You also have the dimensions on the front as well as all of the set information. As you go around the box, there's other cool different art pieces. You have different sections of the tower and really cool quotes by the actual architect himself. So the box is super cool. The unboxing experience definitely matches the whole vibe of the adult ultimate collector sets as well. Now, when you open this set, it comes in 3 different boxes, and each of those boxes builds a different section of the Eiffel Tower, and each of those boxes also has instruction manual, so up to 3 of you guys can build this at the same time, which saved me a lot of time. A huge shout out to Anthony and John for helping me build this thing, because I was on a pretty big time crunch. We'll get more into the build process later, but the boxes are super nice. The unboxing experience is super incredible. Now, before we go ahead and continue with the Eiffel Tower, I do want to talk a little bit about this guy. This is Eiffel's apartment. This is a free GWP or gift with purchase if you go ahead and buy the Eiffel Tower while supplies last. This is only something you can get with a purchase of the Eiffel Tower. Now, my knowledge of Eiffel himself, he is sort of the mastermind, the architect behind the Eiffel Tower. The apartment itself from the outside looks a little bland. It's sort of just a gray blob, but on the inside, there's a lot of cool details. There's a lot of nice stickers going around the top and the sides of the inside of the apartment. Of course, you have Mr. Eiffel himself. As far as I know, no new printed elements. I think he uses the old Obi-Wan face, a tuxedo suit that we've seen from a while ago. So nothing's crazy new in this GWP. The color definitely matches like the older kind of vibes, the vintage vibes-ish. The bottom is like a carpet lined with dark red and tan. You have a desk with a lamp, and then we also have an envelope or a letter that he is writing. And then on the left here, you do have a little vase with flowers as well. Of course, the big centerpiece here is going to be the miniature Eiffel Tower, which uses the older revolver pieces, which I haven't seen from Lego in quite a long time, so that was pretty cool to do. And then a quick look at the outside here. Again, pretty bland. It kind of looks like a bunker, if I'm being honest, but you have telescopes on either side. Ideally, again, this is an apartment sort of up high. It's not a part of the Eiffel Tower. This is a completely different thing. But yeah, so this is going to be a gift with purchase for those of you who are buying the Eiffel Tower. It's only going to come with a purchase of the Eiffel Tower, so there's no other way you're going to get this gift with purchase. Again, Lego did send this as well, which is super nice to have these cool little exclusive GWP. So it's a nice centerpiece. Again, the inside looks great. Outside kind of looks a little bland, but it does go with the main theme of the Eiffel Tower. I'll go ahead and put that to the side for now, and let's talk about this guy. Now, I'm actually going to roll a time lapse building this. I thought about going through and adding cool music and stuff like that, but I really just want to take this time to talk to you about the build process. And I'm gonna be honest, this build was not fun. It was a lot of repetition, a lot of using the same 5, 6, 7 elements over and over and over and over again. It was not too enjoyable of a build. The majority of the pieces you're building is one color. It's dark bluish gray, and opening up to 70 bags of just purely the same color definitely isn't the most fun. I mean, you could see from yourself from the shots that I have for you guys in this video. I mean, you could look at the screen right now and pretty much sum up what this build is going to be like. It's not a super enjoyable build. I would much rather build something else. However, that isn't meant to be a slight to the design or the designer, because I don't think there's another way you can capture the Eiffel Tower this beautifully without having the repetition of the pieces and the techniques and stuff like that. It's sort of like a means to an end. You kind of have to truck through this build process that took 3 people 6 hours. So if you're building it by yourself, it's probably going to be upwards of 20 hours, which is a lot of time. In this case, I think the ends justify the means in terms of the sweat and tears we put into building this, but it just looks so fantastic. Now, one of my favorite parts of the Eiffel Tower is actually the base of it, which in my opinion is the most aesthetically pleasing, but also the contrast with the park area underneath the towers. LEGO uses the same plates that are actually in the brand new city road plates, which is kind of cool, so you can fill those in however you like. There's a huge range of benches, light posts, lamps, bushes, and trees, all populating the bottom of the tower, and it really does break up the monotony of the dark bluish gray tower itself. On either side, you have these 4 giant pillars, and this serves as sort of the foundation for the entire tower. It all clicks in super easily, and what's really good about this entire model is you could separate it really simply. You can actually take it apart, and it is very modular. So for example, here's how you do it. Pretty much you just remove this little top part of the tower right here with the flag, and then you go to the next section, and it's very simple. All you have to do is take apart 2 2x2 tiles on 2 sides, and then that part comes apart. Pretty much each section is just reliant on gravity, but it's very sturdy. There's grooves inside the bottom of each section, so it fits snug into the section before it, if that makes sense. So overall, modularity of the Eiffel Tower is a huge plus for me because I have to move this around a lot, especially when reviewing it, getting the shots of it on my floor because it's so tall. So modularity, ease of access to separating it into sections is a 10 out of 10. That being said, you definitely still gotta be a little careful with it. It is an 18+ set. It's not meant to be played with, but in terms of that, it does a great job. I actually love this bottom section here too, how there's roller coaster tracks and flex tubes to sort of make this one single longed piece beam of the Eiffel Tower on either side, which I think looks super cool. But you guys can kind of get a gist of what this build looks like. It's a lot of repetition, but again, it's one of those situations where I think the ends justify the means in terms of this is quite literally one of the most elegant builds I think I've seen. Now, obviously I didn't pay a dime for this, and I really don't see myself buying this for $630 given there's just Star Wars and other stuff I'm mainly interested in, but this is one of the very few LEGO sets that I can comfortably say if I had my own place, which hopefully might be coming soon, and if I had a living room or just a public gathering area, this would make a beautiful centerpiece or just a talking piece. You could put this in the corner of a room next to a TV, next to a chair, or on like a small table, and this thing will get the attention of everybody in that room, and it looks real. It doesn't even look like Lego if you're looking at it from afar, which is amazing. So overall, this is quite literally one of my favorite sets in my collection. The build process was definitely not too fun. However, I do gotta say, when looking at it and taking a look back and taking a step back and seeing everything and how it's done, it looks fantastic. So that's kind of all I have to say about the Eiffel Tower. You guys can pick this up on November 25th, Black Friday, from your local LEGO stores or from Shop at Home. And again, if you guys are purchasing the Eiffel Tower, that's the only chance you're gonna have to get the gift with purchase. This is an exclusive GWP. Last but not least, $630 I think is a completely fair price for this. That is my unbiased opinion. We're looking at the Titanic being $670, looking at the AT-AT and the Falcon being $850. For the amount and the scale that you get in this set, and I think the amount of time you're spent building it, $630 is a great price for this. It's fair. And that's kind of all I have to say about it. So let me know down below in the comments what you guys thought. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you drop a like down below and subscribe for more stuff coming up very soon. We're entering January, which is like the new sets of the year coming out, and we might be getting some here on the channel. So make sure you guys stay tuned. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.